You are watching the breakdown on the Ugo Amadi Football Channel. You are watching the breakdown on the Ugo Amadi Football Channel.
Yes. You're welcome to the breakdown. Chelsea gets smashed, get humbled by Newcastle United. That's sad for me to say, but that's what happened. That's what actually happened. Because for me, it's very disappointing because I was expected that, or what I was looking forward to was that Chelsea, would really take seriously the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, and the Conference League, because those are the three kind of trophies that Chelsea can actually realistically win this season. Because I don't think Chelsea, as of yet, are close to the levels of a Man City, obviously, even an Arsenal or a Liverpool. You know, um, so I would have thought this were the kind of games, this kind of cup games, would have taken them seriously, because winning a title, winning a trophy, would do a lot, would be absolutely immense for the morale and the confidence of this young team. Winning together, that could spark something. Just like Jose Mourinho, when he came in, the Carabao Cup, the League Cup, was the first trophy he won, and that spark, that created the wildfire of trophies that Chelsea won under his reign. So, given the state of the club, given the position of the club in this progression, I would have thought that Chelsea would have taken it seriously. I know those people are saying the team B was used and they should have been strong enough to defeat the Newcastle side. And well, to some extent, there's some logic to that argument, to that statement. But the way the team was set up was very poor, in my opinion. And I think Enzo Maresca got a lot wrong. I would say got almost everything wrong. Now, to start with, I like to say this. I know football is a game of tactics, a game of X's and O's. It's a game of philosophies, tiki taka, high press, counter press, all that good stuff. But it still remains an athletic endeavor. It still remains, two people trying to, you know, influence each other to go in the direction they want in terms of a physical confrontation. You know, so starting off with Disasi at right back, that's just madness. Come on. I know people love Enzo Maresca. He's done so well during coming to Chelsea. But come on. That's one of the features of being a human being, being fallible, being imperfect. And he showed his imperfection. Playing Disasi at right back, slow, for one. He's a centre back. He's not a natural right back. Because if he was a natural right back, probably he would know how to defend as a right back. But given that he's not one like a super athlete that could go two ways, and you have him at right back, so what that means is he would be unable to, overlap and put in sort of pressure, creating sort of width um, in Chelsea's attacking third. And then to double down, he brought in Dewsbury Hall as the right-sided winger, right-sided the midfielder, whatever you want to call it. Now, that's the thing I complained about Potter when he did it. I complained, about Pochettino when he did it. You're neutralizing your own team. You're neutralizing your own team. You're taking away, the offensive threat of your own team. You're making life easy for the opposition. So all the tactical headache that Eddie Howe and his coaching staff and his coaching crew would have had going into that game, you just took it, took it away from them, made them think a lot less, and allowed Lewis Hall free reign on that right side, and just right free reign. And then even the way the team started playing, because if you want to have a lot of midfielders in the game to dominate the play, to dominate possession, Dominating the possession shouldn't have been in your own half. It should have been the in the half of Newcastle. But we're doing this thing where we're trying to lure Newcastle out of their, defensive third, into just his own half, so can hit on the break. Fine, good. But then again, that's where the selection choices come into play. When you have only Modric, who is the out and out winger with pace, then you tell Newcastle that this team would only be looking to pump that ball towards the left wing. So, and that's how Vega lost the ball that resulted in the first goal. That's how Vega lost that ball because they had funneled him, they had squeezed him up because they knew he was going to turn towards that left wing, and he lost the ball. And Isak scored. Boom. Now, a lot of people have been saying, Sancho was ill, so Madueke couldn't play. Is that what you're telling me? That Noni Madueke is unable to play 2 games in 1 week. Okay, let's say, yeah, he could 2 games in 1 week, whatever. How about Tyreek George? For me, I'm not one of those people who go on about, academy players must play, bring all of them, have an 11 of academy players. No. But when your number 1 or number 2 players in that position are absent through injuries or suspensions, that creates the opportunity for your team, for your academy players, for your highly rated academy players. And by that I mean Tyreek George should have been in the squad then. He should have been in. If it was a question of Jadon Sancho was injured or ill. But what's funny is Jadon Sancho plays as a left winger, not as a right winger. So how does getting ill have anything to do with the price of cheese? So Enzo Maresca got it all wrong. Second half was a bit better, but when your 2 goes down to a team like Newcastle, you may not get back in that game. Chances, who love stats? I love stats as well. Number of touches, number of shots on target, all good. But now the psychology of things means you're in a hurry. You're where you would have been a lot more composed to finish, a lot more composed to pick out your spot. Now you're more in a haste. You're rushing your shots because you're under that pressure. Let's get the first goal and see if we can make it 2-1 and then see if we can tie it. But if it's all square, or if you're leading 1 goal to nil, you're more composed, you're more calm. And then, funny thing, he made only 1 substitution, only 1 sub out of possible 5. And you're telling me he intended to win that game? Oh, I like Enzo Maresca, but come on. It's not a question of liking the coach, don't liking the coach. If he gets something wrong, I think it's up to fans to call it out to say, come, Enzo Maresca, we're not saying it's time for you to leave the club, but you got this wrong. So there's no benefit in trying to make it seem like he got this right. He got most things wrong in that game. He watched the game peter out. He didn't bring on Palmer. He didn't make any substitutions. He just made 1 substitution, like I said, and that was he brought on Noni Madueke. And that was it. So in the end of the game, you see João Felix and Nkunku were playing well. But Nkunku wasn't playing well. His touches were very heavy. And then the own goal. Now I must talk about this. I know I've mentioned Disasi, but I must talk about Badiashile. Badiashile, I've said it time and time again, isn't good enough. Badiashile is bad. At the very best, he's not good enough to play for Chelsea. I'm sorry. Because Chelsea is not a caliber of club you come and have good 50 minutes here, good 10 minutes here, and then you're good. No. You must consistently produce. Badiashile has concentration issues. His mind is always somewhere else. And he reads the game poorly. So we can't be having Badiashile. No, 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 no. You know, I know no one is happy with the result. I'm not happy with the result, but whilst you're here, just to support this channel, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel as we continue to grow. So, what are your thoughts on the result? Thoughts on the selection? You know, the excuse of playing Manchester United on Sunday, is that enough? Because I say, if Chelsea are the big club that we have been, and we want to get back to those heights, you will be playing, you know, 2 games a week in competition that you would have ambitions to win. Like you're playing the Champions League, you would have ambitions to win the Champions League. And in one season, you could have the ambition to win the Champions League and win the Premier League. So you would have a very, very strong side to play on the Tuesday and on Wednesday, and also to play on a Saturday or a Sunday. So the question of, oh, da 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 da, da 2 games a week, have to rest players or injuries, there's load management. Agreed. But you have to win games, you have to win tournaments. Now there's pressure on Enzo Maresca and the team to win against Manchester United. For me, I've always wanted Chelsea to win against Manchester United because this Manchester United side are so poor this season. I know they won 5-2 against Leicester, but they've been so poor this season and Chelsea should be smoking them anyways. But with what he's done, resting the whole team and not filling spaces where you had injuries or people absent, and playing Disasi at right back. When you had your Malagusto and your Reece James, I know they say Reece James are managing his injuries, but you could have played Malagusto there. But that didn't happen. That didn't happen. So now, to show that your selection, there's some logic to your selection, you have to then go on now and beat Manchester United. I'm sorry. That's what has to happen. If you draw, or God forbid you lose, then what then was the point? What then was the point? So those are my thoughts and opinions on the game. So do let me know what you think in the comment section. Do keep subscribing to the channel. And like I said, for my viewers, there'll be giveaway coming soon onto the channel. Just keep subscribing, keep liking, keep sharing the video. And the Niger Football Show will be coming up this weekend. And I'll be talking about how to get the best out of Victor Boniface. He keeps scoring for Bayer Leverkusen, but doesn't seem to score for Nigerian Super Eagles. So I'll be talking about how to get the best out of him. You want to join, be a part of the conversation. The link would be, the participant link would be in the chats. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. So hopefully you click the notification bell so you're notified when that live stream goes on live. So at this point, we've come to the end of today's video, and see you on yet another video. Do have a splendid rest of your day. Bye-bye.